extreme performance racing, battle-tested in Formula Drift for the last 4 years. XPR contains Centerlook additive technology, ultimate ZDDP wear protection, and superior high-temp performance. Pour purple, royal purple, the synthetic expert.
Drifting is not just a sport, it's culture, it's in our blood.
It's a fine line that you have to walk. You have to be able to adapt on the fly and be able to drive on your instinct.
Tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. We couldn't do this without them.
What we call the throwdown, the battle in Seattle. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, boys.
The excitement is just palpable. You ready to rock? That guy's ready to shred. Oh no! Unleash the Kraken. And here we go. Let's send it!
We got the win, mother. Let's go!
Oh no! Ryan Turk parks it! That is all she wrote. An amazing event. Chelsea Denova gets the win.
What a beautiful day here at Evergreen State Fairgrounds, Evergreen Speedway. This is Type S Throwdown presented by AutoZone. Round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. And guess what? We are in the hunt for a championship overall. James Dean leading the pack. We are your tour guides. I'm Jared Deanna. Joining me once again, the barbecue crusher, the internet, the podcast hoster, the teal toque, the blue beanie, the Canadian, now Floridian, diesel breaking.
I know.
Trailer pulling. You've had one heck of a week, dude.
If I look tired,
Jacob Gens,
I am
by the way,
tired.
Jacob.
Thanks,
Jacob.
Jared.
You could switch the names there. I'm not Jacob. You can't get us
You
confused.
can try it if you want.
No,
you good?
Do you want to try being me?
No, I'm set.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'm
appreciate
good.
it.
I'm good. I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to quit myself. Jacob, you have had one heck of a week. Again, moving from Canada, all joking aside. Glad that you're here, your family and all that stuff. They're not here, but glad that you're
Yeah, I made it. I'm here.
You're a Florida man.
I'm a Florida man now.
Dude,
it's great.
Keep it creepy. Still wearing a beanie down there too. Jacob, what a beautiful venue. Again, my number 2 favorite to Atlanta.
Okay.
What do you think?
I love it. I love how crazy this track is. We have a massive, massive first outside zone. It just destroys tires.
Mm-hmm.
Your setup in the car is everything. You see people that are able to do incredible things here. It is a great event.
And what I do see is James the Machine Dean dominating here. And again, so, I mean, James is legendary. 3-time champion, going for a 4th, leads the pack by 100-plus points.
Yeah.
Like,
18,
dude, just gets he takes the Drift Masters lead.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking GOAT status if he, let's just call it what it is. If he gets championship and championship, Drift Masters NFD,
it would be insane.
Wow.
I mean, 13 events in a row on the box.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
nuts. We're witnessing history right now.
Yeah, it is. And what a James Dean era. But look at this. Here, there statistically, you can see Odie Bakshi's, Frederick Osbo, Hiro Manoa, 14 years old, obviously going to get Rookie of the Year. Let's just call it what it is. Simon Olsen, Matt Field, Adam LZ. Talk about Sleepless in Seattle, not the rom-com we're talking about. We're talking about the LZ camp, building another car and being back out here. Round of applause for them.
Yeah.
Connor Shanahan, an absolute weapon. Again, back to Drift Masters winning. My dude's throwing it over there. I don't know what gang signs or what he's in. Oh, she's Drift HQ
Dancing,
gang.
yeah.
Oh, we got a party. We got a party down there here in Seattle. It's hot. What, 80 something years?
Thanks, so, yeah.
80 degrees. Great season so far. Again, overall, such a phenomenal, just overall electric season. We've had great weather, warm here. Everybody's like, oh, it's hot. I'm like, Pacific Northwest, I don't know if you guys know hot, because this ain't hot. It's a little sweaty, but,
No, this is perfect.
but we are ready. Taking a look down at the pits, the Whiz Kids. I see you guys there in your cone hats, but the Drift HQ, obviously the vehicle, the LZ MFG. Again, hats off to them, man. I mean, do you know the extent of their build?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was kind of coming into Florida when that was all going on, so I got to take a little bit of a peek under the hood
Cool.
and see the teams there were working around the clock. It was absolutely wild.
Week and a half, like
basically, yeah. Thankfully, Joel at the shop there had a caged BMW ready to go. He was going to build, worked out a deal with Adam, and just said, "Hey, you take it. You need it more than I do right now." And yeah, it's nuts. And then Adam rewarded the guys by a bunch of free tires, and they just went and got him a bunch of tires and let them all go drift the compound. So
usually I buy my kids ice cream. They got tires.
They got tires.
Okay, well that's still sweet. That's a sweet treat. Tire Streets, right? So very cool. Again, just overall, today is seating brackets. You know, we have some drivers that are already pre-seated. Stuckey, he's gonna jump in. Basically, all the names you see on the left and right-hand side, you want to advance and get in the 8. If you don't, you're watching from the sidelines tomorrow. That is an unfortunate. You're eating barbecue or leftover barbecue of Jacob Gettens. Looking here, Vaughn Kent Jr. not in the building. That's a fast pass for D-Mads. Forrest, not here?
Forrest Wang is here.
He is in the building.
Ready
Sweet.
to disrupt, yeah.
All right, so Hobson and Wang. You got Power and Brutsky, Mohan and Haitley. Obviously Thorne, Dean Carney.
Not here.
Not here. Joao Barrion and Federico Sharifo.
Joao Barrion not here either. He shot me a text a couple days ago and some things that come up in Brazil, and he's got to do what he's got to do, but it's still going to make for a great set of seating brackets. There's some cool battles that are coming up. The Mike Power, Dmitry Brutsky having issues very, very early on in practice. Now jumping in his pro spec car to come and run that with the big boys. That'll be interesting.
You know, his team never settled, but he's settled. He no, I'm joking.
I think it's never give up right now.
Yeah, he is. And I was joking with him and his wife earlier at the autograph signing and saying, you know, all being said, but he's one of those two drivers that's double dipping, right? Doing pro spec and pro, and I think that's complemented his driving prowess. But you know, talking about placing your bets, why don't you literally do that? Put your money where your mouth is and where your drift fan heart is. So bet now, scan that QR code, Formula Drift, scan to sign up. Go to NXT Bets. You can check it out. Scan that QR code. Place your bets. We legally can't do it. Otherwise, my money would be on. I'm joking.
Almost got him.
No, you never. Chris Forsberg gets the win. I'm joking.
There it is.
Everybody thinks like I have an inside job with Chris. I do not. It's obviously it's. What a crazy season it's been. James Dean just absolutely so dominant. Our judges, again, we've had a panel 4, but 3 seated at every round. Vernon is not here with us.
Nope.
He's still alive and well, but he's not here in the building. That sounded like
he's taking a break.
Morbid, yeah. There's Robbie. Robbie, wave to the camera. Brian. Reese Marin, there you are. Brian, look at this. He's like Geek Squad over here. Yeah. And Reese Marin looking like the angry Colombian down there at the end. My man flies all the way across the country. Where does he go? Colombian food.
Yeah, of course.
Like immediately.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. Paseos, you gotta get that meat over there, dude. Have you had paseos yet?
No, not yet. That's on the docket for
this
weekend. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, all right.
Oh, they're fire.
I know we're gonna be later.
Yeah. All right, taking a look at the track map. Walk us through outside zones. Only one inside clip. I love this track because you got to bring your Leatherman, you got to bring the toothpick, the tweezers, the knife, all of it, and then you got to bring the magnifying glass because it tightens up.
Yeah, you need absolutely everything here. So where you see the red, that is our decel zone. So a little bit of a decel before the first massive outside zone. Then they come off the bank, and the car may slow down a little bit, but they're not looking for a decel. They're not going to slow the car down suddenly. Outside zone 2, you still need to fill all that. Then before outside zone 3, you're able to check the car up. The judges want to see angle. Use angle to slow it down for outside zone 3. Tighten it up for inside clip 1. Tighten it up again for outside zone 4. And then try and keep it in the center of the track, because to the left's a little jump, little spice.
Little hop.
Yeah,
little hop. Well, that's going to showcase if you're really out of line, too.
Yeah.
And it is after that. Look, they're there every year. These are basically the unofficial mascot of Evergreen Speedway. This is nature. I don't know if it's Nat Geo or Formula. It's Nat Drift.
Nat Drift.
National, or is it Formula Geographic?
I like it, Formula Geographic. I like that. I like that.
Taking a look at the judges' notes, this is where, a lot of scrutinization, the conversation happens. What were some standout things from that you heard and also on this list?
Yeah, so big, quick initiation into the first outside zone. Full, and because that zone is so massive, you got to get that whole thing dialed in and be as close to the wall as you possibly can. Then fill the beginning and the end of the second outside zone. You need to nail that, because if you mess up the second outside zone when you come off the bank, rest of the run kind of becomes a wash really quick. Your transitions need to be fast. There's not a lot of room between the second and third outside zone. Snap that car to angle as quick as you can, and use that angle to slow it down for outside zone 3, and then maintain your angle once again through outside zone 4. You have to be smooth through this whole track. You can see every single mistake. Any e-brake, any change of wheel, any of that can all be seen very, very easily here. And then the part that we didn't talk about is how the sun and the lights and all that stuff is going to start coming into play. That's going to be a little bit later. That's just, once you think this track is hard, now we put in the setting sun, we put in shadows, we put in like light right into the driver's eyes. It's like, hey, you're doing well, cool. Let's make this even more difficult for you.
You say we like we control the sun, by the way. So yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know you were like a demigod over here. Like the barbecue slayer.
Yeah.
And it's. I love when you say outside zone. By the way, it's so funny and ironic and coincidental.
It'll go away the more time I spend in Florida. Yeah.
Hey, outside zone.
Outside zone. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know why that's a terrible Florida accent. Well, we are getting ready to kick this thing off. Clutch Kick, taking names. This is round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. We are getting the track ready, and we are having so much fun. The Send It show. I've had so much fun doing this. We do one for every episode. So take a look behind the scenes. Here's a little teaser of Send It, the series on Formula Drift's YouTube page. Take a look. Send it.
Let's send it! St. Louis and around the Formula Drift world. These are the Type S finals. Hiro Manoa, 14 years old, going against James the Machine Dean. The kid versus the machine. Hiro Manoa through that start chicane. We got a clean start. Let's see how he handles going to that first outside zone. James Dean sticks it to the door. Hiro Manoa very deep on the outside zone 1. Good proximity by James Dean. Now coming to outside zone 2. There's James Dean. Oh, he looks like he hits that back left tail light. Hiro Manoa in the outside zone 3. Look at that. Absolutely spot on lead run from Hiro Manoa going to the last outside zone. Hiro Manoa, James Dean coming in, bringing it across the finish line. What a run by both drivers. Your winner unanimously here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship is James the Machine Dean. Gets the victory. The youngest driver ever to podium in Formula Drift history since 2004. You guys witness history tonight. Hiro Manoa! Dude, absolutely killed it. I think everybody will agree. Even though you got second place, you really got first place, dude. Ichiban. Ichiban in the heart, dude.
Make some noise. 3rd win of the year. James the Machine Dean from Ireland!
St. Louis, great energy, right? Everybody so sick. Thank you to the fans. Beautiful weather, beautiful people, amazing driving. James Dean killing it. I mean, he's unstoppable, dude. He's a weapon. We'll see you in Seattle. Let's send it!
I'm Ryan Turk, and I'm super proud to announce Rain-X's all-new wiper blade design, the Turkin SUV Heavy Duty Series.
Whoa, cut! Ryan, it's the truck and SUV blade. It says it right there.
These new blades are specifically designed for truck and SUV windshields. They're tougher and built for rugged weather. Like I said, the all-new Rain X truck and SUV blade, engineered not to be turked in tough conditions and built for your truck or SUV. Get a pair today, only at AutoZone. I mean, I still like the idea of a Turk and SUV blade.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Ready to rise? To the challenge? Above obstacles. Yes! Above perceptions.
Radiger, implement the pass on the top lane.
Above it all.
Let's go!
If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Look at that Ditto tire just rip.
Been holding power you make for 30 years. But here's the real question. How much torque are you making? Because every single ACT clutch is rated by the torque produced at the crank. That's all your clutch cares about. Your power, your performance, your success. Unrivaled precision, power, and durability. Visit advancedclutch.com today. 30 years of precision engineering and performance excellence. Because every revolution starts at the crank.
All right, yo. Formula Drift, Universal Performance, steering wheel.
Once and for all. Let's see how Team Grip does against a racing model, the Sin Supreme.
That Sin Supreme is mine.
No way. This race is mine.
If they want to beat the Sin Supreme, they have a lot to learn.
And there it is, a recap for Season 1 of Toyota's latest high-octane original anime series called Grip, which combines heart-pounding action, adrenaline-fueled races, and a battle between the human spirit and computer control. Check out toyota.com/grip to watch all the episodes and stay tuned for more upcoming Grip content. You can see the Gazoo Racing pit right there, and if you're here in the building, they got a bunch of really cool swag, gear, little mini-figs, a bunch of cool things. Obviously, Toyota playing a major role in the drifting world, anime playing a major role in the drifting world, so why not combine them? Go by, and again, visit the booth or go to toyota.com/grip to see more of this anime series, again, called Grip. All right, update on action, man. Really a crazy turn of events here, Jacob. Just getting word that Ben Hobson, RTR, pilot of the Pennzoil Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD, will not be competing here. He took a pretty big hit earlier, and the team assessed him. Safety is #1 priority. He rung his belt pretty good. So they said, hey, you know what? Let's take a step back. Ben Hobson will not be competing or driving, just where he's at physically, and obviously, again, we take it seriously, you know, and it's such an unfortunate turn of events for Ben, the RTR team. So again, want to make sure he's good. Safety is #1 priority. Yeah. I mean, all thoughts with Ben. Hopefully everything is all good. Obviously, he's in a place where he doesn't feel safe to drive the car, which very respectable. I mean, they're doing 100 miles an hour around this bank next to a wall. You got to be on your top of your game, and if you're not, you're putting yourself, the car, and other people in danger. So, great call there from Ben. So hopefully everything is all good, and we can see him out and about in a little bit. But
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Love Ben, love Sonny, love his whole team. So, this is going to be quick work of this seeding brackets, but some great drivers here. Rudy Hansen, Alec Robbins taking a look at our seeding brackets. Stuckey will get the fast pass. Stuckey will go against the winner of this battle here. Again, you want to get past this first battle. If we're talking about these battles right now, you want to get into the 8 of the seeding bracket. Rudy Hansen, Alec Robbins. Rudy Hansen, Idaho's own against Minnesota's own. Ooh, look at that good initiation there from Alec Robbins. Look at the angle from Rudy Hansen. Good settle from both of the vehicles. Alec Robbins, great proximity. Love to dive back in that pocket. He does just that. Into that second outside zone. Looks like Alec does exceed it just a little bit. Drops the tire into that third outside zone. Now that tight on that front clip. Now to that final outside zone right in front of the fans goes Hansen and Robbins. I always talk about this. What's great about this event, you talk about the sun, the smoke. We're not at night, thankfully, because that outside zone 1 going into the power alley, as we call it, and outside zone 2, the cars really get lost in the smoke and get thicker with the sun and the lights. But that outside zone 2, that's going to be the deal breaker, the wheel maker.
That is going to be the one to watch. So Rudy Hansen does get the car to angle, not super deep through the first outside zone. Alec Robbins now mirroring Hansen's line quite well through this section. Now right here, they get into it just a little bit. And the judges said in the driver's meeting, it is 3 wheels off is your incomplete here. So we will be taking a look, obviously, to make sure that Alec Robbins did or did not go 3 wheels off through there. Rest of the run, a little bit more settled, but I think Rudy taking a bit shallower of a line to the first outside zone. Alec has to mirror that. Coming through there, it gets real tight as they come off the bank. A little bit of a collision. So it'll be interesting. Nothing really we can glean from it yet.
Right.
Let him run again and see where things settle at that point.
And we talked earlier about Dmitry Brudsky popping his pro car, having to pull up his pro spec vehicle to the pro level. Rudy Hansen, guess what? He just runs the same car, pro spec and pro. But also here in pro, do you know if he's running the same tire here? Because I know when he does double duty, pro spec and pro, he runs the same tire. It looks like he's got a little bit more meat hooks.
It looks a little meatier.
More stout.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if this is the full pro size tire instead of the 255 we see in pro spec.
Here we go. Robbins out front. Rudy Hansen in the chase position. Coming through that start chicane. Let's see what Robbins has got out front with the clean air. Boom. I mean, where were you at, Hansen? Come on. Get up there. There goes Robbins. Big Grand Canyon gap between both of them. And now coming down into the, even out front, Robbins seems like he had to adjust to that second outside zone. Hansen way shallow off outside zone 3, past the inside clip, and now into that last outside zone 4. A little bang on the bumper there. So, here's Robbins making those mistakes. Hansen wasn't part of the equation. He wasn't even sliding in the DMs. He was back there quite a bit. So let's run it back. Great perspective. I mean, we are absolutely going to utilize these drones quite a bit here this weekend.
Yeah, the track is so massive, and the top down really lets you know. So you can see Robbins there does get initiated before the 3 cone. Not a ton of angle, really pushing it. His front wheels, you can see him adjusting to try and get the car up to the wall. Not a ton of angle, and then right here, Robbins straightens the front wheels, does not straighten the car, but does use angle quite effectively through our third outside zone, and then the rest of the run pretty dialed at this point. So Alec was really quick to the first outside zone, right? So take a look here. You can see him already starting to pull a bit of gap on Rudy, and then does not get all the way out to that section. But you can see he doesn't have a ton of angle there. Now Rudy trying to get the car gripped up to push back in. Robbins right there does get all of the second outside zone. Third outside zone could have been a little bit deeper. And then through the inside clip, things look nice, and then through the fourth outside zone. So we do see a few mistakes. I mean, I do like the way that Robbins is able to get the car settled coming off the bank and through the rest of the zones. Both of them struggled a little bit through that first outside zone. So we've got some points. We've got some points back and forth there. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and the big thing here is keeping it between the lines. So let's take a look at this. This is what the judges are really scrutinizing. At the finish area, Hansen leading here. He's got the clean air, right? He's good. Talking to Robbins, seeing Robbins, really, tight proximity. I think good control. Again, by comparison, Robbins looks like two off. Looks like 2, but now the judge is really focusing on Hansen here.
Okay.
Watch towards the finish area because it might be 3 off for Hansen in that finish. Look, ready?
Oh, wow. Yeah, so does that yellow line surpass where the inside of that wheel is. So I'm going to slow things down here frame by frame to take a look. Hard to tell, but like,
no, that front
yeah,
left.
So that would be 3 off there. That is, what a wild turn of events. I mean, I didn't catch that on the first pass, but this is why the judges are here.
Yeah, so you could see, so that line that he exceeded, there's one further than that. That's the old line, so it still exists. So Robbins gets the victory. And again, there were some mistakes, but that really locks in the flavor there for Alec Robbins. Easy, relax, the family show, sir. There's a baby behind you. Ugh. Kids these days, man. Sheesh. Get a Manscaped or something. Figure it out.
Some people's children, right?
Yeah. All right, so again, three wheels off for Hansen, and then also his chase. You know, I mean, even taking the 3 wheels into consideration, if you took that off the table, still didn't have the most active chase there.
Yeah, still got a full meal like Applebee's there in the first outside zone. So, yeah.
Dude. Dad jokes.
Yeah, I'm
I know you're a dad, dude.
I know. It's amazing. You have children, dad jokes just get installed.
Dude.
It's like you go into a separate room after having your kid, and they're just like, okay, read this book and memorize it.
Get debriefed.
Yeah.
Get debriefed. All right, so we are taking a look at D-Mads, Derek Madison. This will be a bye run, and because Von Gittin Jr., unfortunately not here, we're going to see him, what I understand, at Irwindale. So he'll pop back in doing some selected events. Dude, he's been having a blast. You see the Dune Fest?
Oh, crazy.
Dude, oh my gosh, he's having a blast. 1,000 horsepower, his Bronco ripping it out there, and with paddles, him and Lauren Healy. So shout out to Von Gittin Jr. and the RTR and the Fun Haver team, but he is not here this weekend, so that'll be a fast pass for D-Mads, Derek Madison, who will be joining the competition. So Stookie will go against Alec Robbins. D-Mads will now go against Forrest Wang because Ben Hobson is out.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate turn of events there with Ben. I got to spend some time with him in the airport actually after St. Louis. We hung out for a bit and kind of caught up and talked about a lot of the the stuff.
Not by
that
design.
through. No, I got off easy on those delays, but.
Yeah, it's good getting in the mind. He's a very talented driver, obviously pro spec champion. As we see Derek Madison. Look at that.
Big left foot brake there.
Yeah.
Grabbing the e-brakes, throwing a bunch of angle there. D-Mad.
No wheeler peeler there on the front right.
You know what? This is good for him too. This is a new build, right? This is a new car that he's had to develop halfway through the season. They're still working at the kinks. You gotta remember, there's 1,000 moving parts in these cars. One small thing that's off by a little bit, and it can throw the whole thing for a loop. But D-Mac gets through that run. I mean, no point in me critiquing it. So just happy to see D-Mac out here. Big smile as always. Family's out there, always trying to feed you.
Got a party.
Yeah.
Wait, they offer you food?
Dude, it's
they never off what?
Now that you gotta post more food, and then everyone tries to feed you. It's crazy.
I like food. I like beers too. Just put it out there in the
yeah, if anybody's wondering.
All right, Daniel Stookie, Alec Robbins, D-Mads. You can see. So again, they're locked and loaded. Ben Hobson, obviously, we just talked about his injury. So Forrest Wang, welcome back, dude. Haven't seen you since was it Florida? I think it was, no, he didn't do Florida. He did Atlanta.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was doing. He's like, look, I want to do this, and I'm going to do a West Coast swing. Welcome back. He's on those Vitor tires. Yellow Speed Racing. Get Nuts Laboratory. So if you got a nut allergy, your throat might swell up here because he does get nuts. Whoa! No, Nelly. Forrest. And
that is about as good as that could have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, for the crash, not the run. But, like, if you're going to hit the wall, that is the best way to do it.
Arms broken, front left.
Yeah. I
mean, they're clocking, wheel speed's 120. But as far as speed, this is, what's crazy about, our banked courses, talking to Shanahan's like the master of the flat, right? Like the Irish tracks are flat, all these things. These banks, it's not drastic like Irwindale, but it's just long. Yeah. It is just so long, eats up so many tires. We talk about this sandpaper. It's a 5 grit. It eats it up, man. So you have to do 2 runs collectively on this, but don't know what happened there for Forrest, but round of applause for Forrest Wang. He could hear you. Make some noise for Forrest Wang. Got a little too nuts.
A little wild. Got to dial back the crunchy peanut butter there.
Yeah, smooth it out.
Smooth it out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dad jokes.
I know.
I'm here for it.
It won't stop. It's Friday.
Don't stop. Get it. Get it.
Great song.
We are going to get Forrest Wang off the course here in our Formula Drift K&N seating bracket. K&N, the official performance air filter of Formula Drift. And I know that tomorrow they're going to be giving away some goods, so be sure to go by the K&N booth. Stop by the K&N booth for a chance to win autographed Hot Wheels and mini helmets. The winner will be announced at 3. What? You want?
Can we get those? Can I get those?
I already have one.
Beat me to it.
Yep. So 3:15 tomorrow, but go by the booth if you're here in the building. I'm going to be announcing the winner at 3:15. 3:30, go over to the Type S booth. Got a lot of things going down here. If you're skipping work or skipping school here today, thank you for joining us here. Little casual Friday. Tomorrow's game day. This place is going to be sold out. So if you have not bought your tickets already and you plan on coming, I would absolutely recommend buying them now. So, all right. Speaking of K&N, here's a little K&N ASMR. K&N, check it out.
Is this it?
This is it!
Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or monster jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
The passion here is very different than I've seen in any other school. You guys set them up very, very well to succeed and to win in a big-time way.
The fact there's a school you can go to for racing is just a little bit insane, but it's very cool because it gives kids like me the opportunity to chase that dream.
See where your future can take you with a high-performance motorsports degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
If this is your idea of ladylike, you're gonna fit right in. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Let's go! So the next step was to get this thing on a proper ECU, especially with all the technology that Link has to offer.
Which should give us full communication and full control over all the sensors.
But so far, being able to log in and review every lap has been a huge plus.
To have Link pull through and step up for us and just help us out to be able to all pull it together.
That's all we need. Simple, cheap, easy, works, good ECU, weatherproof.
It's got enough IOs too, like we're doing tons of stuff. Oil, fuel pressure, boost control.
All those features I have thanks to the Link ECU.
Well, unfortunately, got a little too nuts. Welcome back, Forrest Wang, but welcome to the wall. From the windows to the walls, the S15 drips Vitor tires.
Yep.
What?
Nothing.
I was just saying,
No,
windows to the wall. The window was to the wall,
It
but
was, yeah,
the lack thereof, the Lexan window to the walls, and the 808. What? Why are you laughing?
I just love you. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Here we go. Let's go back. Let's see some head-to-head battles. Here we go. Mike Power and Dmitry Brutsky. Mike Power, again, this is he's had a difficult season. Right out of the gate, Long Beach goes hard on the wall, has to sit out Atlanta. He's back. The car looks good. And then here we got Dmitry Brutsky in his Pro Spec vehicle. A little slow roller here for that 919, that Type S S15. Beautiful looking car. Metal. Look at this thing. Right up on the wall. Brutsky, this doesn't look like any slouch right here. The Pro Spec car is hanging with the big dog. And Brutsky goes and overshoots that outside zone 2, that transition going from the bank into outside zone 2, now 3, past the inside clip. Mike Power dialed, set it and forget it in the outside zone 4. Boom, across the finish line. Boom, wow. Nice job.
Yeah, I mean, if Mike Power can get that initiation like dialed and smooth and fluid, he is going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with for the rest of the weekend. Because even through practice, I mean, it took him a little bit to get comfy, and you can see some of the hesitation here from Mike on initiation. So gets out, tries to feint it a little bit, then finally gets into the throttle, but like he's got decent angle all the way through there, fills the zone quite well, has to get the car back up into that pocket, and then right there, Dmitry Brutsky pushes wide. So I am hesitant to say that possibly the error that we saw there from Mike Power caused a bit of an issue with Dmitry Brutsky, but I don't think that's quite enough considering it. So the part that I'm looking at is right here where Power has to get the car back up, and then Dmitry does make a correction in behind, but he wasn't super on him. He wasn't right next to him, so we'll still see. They've still got another run that they've got to do, but really great to see how Mike Power is progressing and getting a little bit more comfortable in the car again. And that hit in Long Beach, I can't understate enough how big that was.
I mean, he made that quarter, he made it a blunt, 45. It was a hard hit, and again, another testimonial to, one, the cars, the builds, safety being a priority. I just saw Ben Hobson did post something about his about where his physical. He says, after making contact with the wall during a practice run, hitting my head feel. I'll get into it in a moment, but here we go. All right. We are talking about Dmitry Brutsky, Mike Power right now. Brutsky, big angle from him. Power needs to get involved into this chase run. Quite a bit of distance between them. Brutsky dials it in, but he does overshoot that second outside zone again into outside zone 3. Oh, Brutsky, that was, you saw him shoring it up. And, dude, I mean, Power has gone through more fenders than a Guitar Center. Fender guitars, get that?
Yeah, I got it. Well done. I didn't know where you were going with that.
I didn't know where I was.
You brought it all together at the end. That was crazy.
A goose. Brutsky was shutting it down. He overshot that outside zone 2. Going into that inside clip, you saw he gripped up. He was losing angle. He was about to flip it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting when we start to break this down. So Dmitry, initiation was good, gets on throttle, then has to add a bunch more angle in here. Now Mike Power, the proximity is not there, but he does mirror the line quite well through that section. Mirrors the angle quite well, but does give him quite the room. Now Brutsky goes really wide through 2, which allows Mike Power to shore up, and then right there, I mean, there was contact, but Brutsky just not able to get the bite out of the car. This could be the way that the car is set up. Being a Pro Spec car, very, very different. I mean, all the parts are probably very similar, but what you need to do with the car on a tire size that's vastly different is going to be pretty wild. But Mike Power getting completely lost in the smoke there. Has to push out a little bit just to get some fresh air. Brutsky goes really wide through 2, almost 3. Transitions hard and halfway through 3 there. And yeah, just there was no way Dmitry was going to be able to get things back in order. Mike had almost nowhere to go. And yeah, fender down.
All right, so here we go. Mike Power, Dmitry Brutsky. It looks like Mike Power gets the win. The Type S S15 advances on into the seating bracket, but more notably, he is in tomorrow's game day, and Dmitry Brutsky is not. Two-time Pro Spec champion. Brutsky, unfortunately, his pro car, he runs 2 cars, separate Pro and Pro Spec, and the Pro Spec car just not enough sauce for the boss, Mike Power. Andy Haley moving one step closer to looking even more homeless, the Drift Wizard. All joking aside, I said that to his face. He's got, yes, I did.
You would have laughed so hard, too.
What?
You would have laughed so hard, something like that.
I love him. Going against Kyle the Menace Mohan. Kyle Mohan, the last starfighter, running that rotary engine, the RX-8. Excited to see what goes down here. These guys are OGs, man. I mean, Mohan and Haley, I believe they competed in 04, 05. You know, they've been around for quite some time. Haley took a hiatus. Mohan been banging away for years. Would love to see him on the box from Long Beach, California. But watch this Evil Auto Works BMW. He's going to be right there in that rear view mirror. But I say that, and look at that. Mohan just pulling away from Haley, maybe giving him too much respect. Now he gets that proximity coming to outside zone. Oh, Haley shallowing up quite a bit, going 2 to 3, but might have gotten thrown off by Mohan. So I think there's kind of a action-reaction here into outside zone 4 now across that. All right, slap chop, linguini, bikini, like that was chopped up, dude. So I really kind of want to get that truth serum, get that different perspective.
Yeah, the top-down drone's really going to show the line that Mohan was on through that section, which was not great, and that definitely caused Andy to kind of lose the proximity. So Kyle initiates, and he's about a full line off of the wall, and now Andy has to do everything he can to try and get things dialed in. Now Mohan, not a ton of angle there. Andy able to get the dive in, which is very impressive. Now Kyle scrubs a bunch of speed out of there, transitions very late through 3. But Andy now uses that opportunity to gain the proximity. Now as we come in through 4, Kyle not super deep through the whole thing, but able to get across the line. I am interested once again to see DD go 3 wheels off there in the last section. That is going to come into play, I think, a lot more this weekend than maybe we first anticipated. But Andy did a good job trying to get things back into order, and Kyle having some of these mistakes out front gave an opportunity for Andy Heatley to be able to run things back in and get the proximity again. So, yeah, hard to say, but a fair bit of mistakes there from Kyle Mohan out in the lead, and now Andy's got to kind of know that and see what he can do now that they've swapped things around.
Yeah, you just got to tighten it up. You know, really kind of tighten up those loose ends, and I think Haley being out front, having the clean air, this is going to be a lot more confident. Ooh, what is that initiation? You saw a lot of handbrake there, but then he kind of initiates it. That allows Mohan to, again, give himself some distance here. Now into the outside zone 2, buddy. Again, that outside zone 1 going into the power alley. Gonna need to look at that, man. With my naked eye, that very well could have been 3 off for Haley. This is not exemplary performance from what we've seen from Haley earlier this year. Again, having a good time. The Whiz Kids, the Drift Wizard, great driver. Mohan as well, but where we're seeing Andy Haley, that is not indicative of how well he's progressed over the years.
No, it's definitely not, and it really does start with the initiation, where you'll see he kind of tries to feint, grabs E-brake really hard, tries to get back on throttle. So it's kind of a struggle there to get the back end to break free. You see adds the angle in here as they come through that transition, and I do think he went 3 wheels off when he came off the bank there. That truth serum, as Jared calls it, definitely highlighted the big mistake from Andy Haley. Now, was there a 3 wheels off from Kyle Mohan on his lead? But I'm almost positive I saw 3 wheels off there from Andy Haley coming off the bank.
Another fact that the fans should know is that we do not do 1 more times in seating brackets.
Right there, look, that was almost 4.
Yeah, that was not the prettiest.
Not the prettiest.
But again, this is a battle where, you know, even if we were forcing 1 more time, this is not something I want to see again. You guys got to tighten it up, man. This is, you know, here we are in pro and just overshooting that outside zone 2. Yeah, it's a tough one.
It'll come down to who. So this is what we're talking about. There's Andy very much going 3. So the other question is, did Kyle go 3 anywhere off? If he did, he went at, you know, the end of the zone. Technically speaking, he made more of the course before getting an incomplete than Andy would have. So it's not the way we want anybody to win.
Yeah, this is a gnarly course. I mean, it's a tough one, man. Again, you're just, like I said, you got to bring all of the weapons, man. It's not just a gunfight. It's not a knife fight. It's, you know, too close for missile switching to guns kind of thing. It's you got to do it all, man. You really do. You got to have the high speed. You got to be aggressive with that initiation. I mean, some of the biggest accidents in Formula Drift history have happened here. You know, Dai Yoshihara rode off a car on that initiation outside zone 1. He used to drive the Discount Tire IS.
Right.
Half of that car hangs at Discount Tire because it got written off. Here we go, Mohan or Haley, and looks like Kyle Mohan gets the victory. So again, I just want to clarify, 3 wheels off. Just three wheels off for Haley. But both runs were Tighten it up. Tighten it up. So, Mohan, you are in the show. Haley, just too many mistakes, and most notably, looking over here at Brian Egger, and he just confirmed that, yes, 3 wheels off, 3 tires off for Andy Haley. So, unfortunate. And look at this. So, here we are. Thorne will advance on. This is by run because Dean Carney's not in the building, and Joao Barrion is not here in the building. So, Federico Sharifo will have his by run. So, there we are. Quickly, boom, boom. Bang, bang, boom.
And then we're into, I mean, at this point now we're back into battles as long as Forrest Wang's able to get the car together. But
true.
Yeah.
All right.
Robert Thorne, I mean, he struggled a little bit in practice earlier, but he's able to get the car a little bit tighter through this, as Jared said. I mean, you can see there through second and third outside zone, much, much better, especially if you're watching all the practice and you're here in the building. It's one of the biggest benefits is getting to see all that practice.
Dude, speaking of Thorne, got to hang out with him a couple weekends ago. Grid Life, Road America. Holy banana cakes, dude. That was such a blast. One showing up, karaoke hosted by Swan and Creature with T-Pain and Hurt and Happy Boy Drift. Forsberg and his fiancee, soon-to-be wife, singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, dude, it was amazing. That was just how it started and then how it ended. Dead Mouse and all that. But the drifting, the carousel, Nate Hamilton out there, he's spotting for Forsberg here this weekend. He did drifting and ripping in the Rapscallion vehicles. Dude, what a weekend. By the way, Grid Life, Road America. Sorry you missed it, but roll the tape. There we are. So now Federico Sharifo and Fiorella. Can you say it?
Fiorella.
That was good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm working on my Italian.
You can't see, but he did do the Italian like emoji, the fingers.
Yeah, he's got them at the booth. He's got like little stick-on with the hands that on springs. Yeah.
All right. Well, here is Federico Sharifo and Fiorella in the Pennzoil. You can't say Pennzoil like Italian accent.
Pennzoil. Now that's more like Norwegian. Spent too much time in Norway. Yeah.
Big Norwegian guy. Fish soup? You a fish soup guy?
I've had fish soup.
Love it.
There. Yeah.
Love it.
When I was there in the winter a couple years ago, I think I had it as an appetizer then, and then a beautiful fish dish with like olives. Anyways, it was great.
Just fun to say fish dish.
Fish dish.
Yeah, I wish.
I wish.
We go fish.
A fish. Federico Sharifo
gets the victory, advances on, and he will be in the game day of tomorrow. So Reese over there just racking his brain. Look at this guy, just focused, eyes on the prize. The Colombian queen over there. Brian Eggert, look at him, just fixated. The 80s icon, and Robbie, the Ocho, Nishida, just looking on here. Judging, watching, look at the baby. Catch an early flight home from San Diego, jump out of the closet like a magic show. Do you know that movie?
I feel like I do, but no.
Brian, do you know? No? All right. Wedding Crashers.
Oh, I was going to say this sounds like Vince Vaughn, yeah.
Yep. All right, so we are taking a look at, it should be Stuckey, and we're looking at Alec Robbins. So Alec Robbins, not seen. Oh, wow. So Daniel Stuckey, the plot thickens. So Daniel Stuckey is replacing a motor. So.
Okay.
Wow.
We did.
He's not going to do that in the competition timeout. Yeah. And no need. He's in the show. He's dialed. He's in 32. Well, he's not dialed. His team is working. So here we are. Alec Robbins will advance on. He is in the 4 of our seating brackets. Now, keep in mind, the seating brackets today are for bragging rights. Everybody from here on out you see performing or not, Daniel Stuckey is in it to win it. Talking about 32. Game day tomorrow, round 6, Pro Championship. And there we see the Reap Weapons, Minnesota Zone, Alec Robbins, Kenda Tires, Nissan Z.
I mean, there is a bit of this that will come into play with who you face. So doing better here will, I mean, depending on how you do, will change who you're up against in the brackets tomorrow. So there might be a little bit of strategy going on that, like, hey, if we make it this far, we're going to get this person. Because this is the thing. I mean, all the drivers, all the spotters, they're going to have brackets. They're going to be running and understanding who that they're going to be going up against or who they'd like to go up against. So I don't think anybody's going to, throw a battle to face somebody different. But, yeah, it's going to be it's definitely a little bit of strategy.
Talking about strategy, you know who's winning? The wall. The wall is winning, and I mean, the wall right there, you could see all the tire particulates. You could see how menacing that thing is. It's grippy. It's going to tear through your tires. So, Forrest Wang, the wall, out.
Wow.
So, he is out now. So, D-Mads, Fast Pass, look at these guys just dropping like flies. But I think this all alludes to how menacing this track is, and it just bears repeating because it is just a beast.
It will wreck your car so quick. I mean, we talked about 100 mile an hour coming through there. You said wheel speeds. You know, I've even heard rumors of 150 to 160 mile an hour wheel speeds. So it's just getting more and more difficult every single year and getting more and more intense. And that means that those hits are going to be that much harder. And if you mess something up, I mean, Forrest hitting the wall, only being, a foot off the wall, not nearly as bad. If you mess up real bad, you're 4 or 5 feet off the wall, that closing speed, that's when things get real nasty.
Right. A lot of great fans. I love this market, Seattle. Stomp your feet for me real quick. Everybody here in the building, stomp your feet. Let's get a little earthquake going. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like a massage. Oh, it feels so good. Yeah. Got really educated fans here in this market. They have a great venue here, Evergreen Drift Con. They have a bunch of cool events and some great PNW people. My boy Damon here in the building. Steve, Ben Abrams. Shout out to the homies.
Got a lot of track staff here too, like FD track staff from this area.
Right.
So, right around the corner.
Great
Chris
point.
Ewell, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
Chris Ewell's dad is here.
I think Chris walked here today.
I think he took his boat.
Yeah.
I think Chris brought his boat here. But Pat Gentile, he's out here in the building.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think he'll be here tomorrow. I don't think he's here right now. We're golfing on Sunday.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. You don't golf, do you?
I could.
That's a no. That's a hard no. You're not golfing with me.
You don't want me to.
You just go eat barbecue and fall asleep on your laptop.
Done deal. I am an expert at that. I've got a 0 handicap at eating barbecue and falling asleep on my computer.
Cranking cigars, a little bourbon, and just take me to bed or lose me forever, big stud.
That is my life right now.
Name that movie.
Don't know.
Top Gun, dude.
Ah, you're killing me.
That's an easy one. Yep, that's a good one. Meg Ryan and Tom Cruise at Kansas City Barbecue, downtown San Diego. All right, so again, James Dean so dominant this season. 3 wins overall, as you said, 13 podiums in a row, and obviously that's not just FD. We're talking Drift Masters. We're talking about it's crazy. But Shanahan joined by truly international. Shanahan get that win in Orlando. I wonder how is he been looking to you, Freddie? How's Freddie and Shanahan looking?
Freddie's been looking really, really aggressive. He's throwing more angle than we've ever seen, and this season has been like that. He's driving very differently. Shanahan looked like he had a couple of vehicle issues today. Similar, just driving hard, getting into the wall a little bit, pushing that engine as hard as he possibly can. So I'm excited for both of them and to see what they can do. The bracket for tomorrow looks nuts too. If you get a chance, skim through, head over to Formula Drift on Instagram, take a quick look, start to fill in the blank spots and understand how wild tomorrow is going to be.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Here we are, Power and Mohan. We have 2 cars?
We got 2 cars.
We got 2 cars. All right. Again, the wall has not consumed one. The gremlins have not shown up like they are, hey, you know what though? If you're going to have a mistake, have it now.
Yeah, you got time.
Because, you have until tomorrow. This is, again, your Power and Mohan are in the show for tomorrow. This is, again, just advancement. You're getting another opportunity to turn and burn and get to put it out there.
The hard part is these cars have gone through so much already this season, right? You got to think like how much stress has been put on these vehicles. Now we're going to make them do this absolutely gargantuan first outside zone. So you're on the rev limiter the entire time you're going all around that. So you've got a tired engine, you're pushing it as hard as you possibly can, and things are going to pop. That's just how it's going to be.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you want to feel like a Formula Drift driver, time to elevate your driving experience with the Type S Formula Drift Universal Performance Steering Wheel Cover, specifically designed for enthusiasts like you seeking enhanced grip and control on the road. Crafted from high-quality, durable materials, Universal Performance Steering Wheel Cover offers a comfortable, cushioned, and ergonomic fit. Whether you're hitting the track or cruising the streets, this cover delivers for your every driving need. Available at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm going to start slapping those on rentals. Should.
Right? That'd be kind of fun.
This is all of our rentals. We put them on. Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
Send them back that way. There you go. You're welcome.
Give you an upgrade, bro.
Yeah.
5 horsepower. Kumho tire burnout box being utilized. We got the The double bob, called them Burnouts Over Baghdad.
Yeah.
Yeah, big Outcast guy.
It's a great song. I mean, have you ever heard the one they did with Tom Morello? And
oh, yeah.
Tom Morello's, yeah, great version of it.
Yep. Yeah. I've been to Stankonia Studios.
Really?
Yeah, in Atlanta. Killer Mike comes out and you get, a couple. Yeah, it's a good time, man.
I forgot to ask, did you sing anything at karaoke?
I did not.
What?
I'm not a good karaoke singer, dude.
That's the point of karaoke, is not being good at it.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
I'd like 21 Pilots, believe it or not. Yeah.
You wear a beanie like them.
I know, it fits.
Yes.
I know. I'm a walking stereotype.
If the beanie fits.
Yeah. Yeah. I like rocking some 21 Pilots at karaoke.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is right now. Maybe Hall & Oates.
Yeah, dude, you've been rocking Hall & Oates lately.
Oh, lately? Bro.
And by lately, I mean the last 5 years.
The last 25 years. You make my dreams come true, dude. Here we go. Mike Power, Kyle Mohan. Let's see whose dreams come true to advance on into the 4. Power 919 initiates good aggressive. There it is. That's what you're looking for, right? You said once he gets that initiation dial, and this is really good practice. This is confidence boosting. This is great angle. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. Going to that second outside zone, into outside zone 3, dialed into that inside clip. This is the Mike Power we know and love. Mohan just back there quite a bit. He was low on the bank, just really focusing on Mike Power. Mohan needs to step it up, but you could see that horsepower kind of difference and, that car gripping up, sliding down, the renewable lubricants, Mazda tricks, RX-8.
Yeah, I hope Mike was listening because he got this sorted. I mean, good, smooth, feint initiation, gets into it. Could be slightly deeper through the first outside zone, but does a good job. Kyle Mohan falling back quite a bit, has to take a bunch of angle out of the car to catch up to Mike, but Mike just smooth, fluid. This is what we're looking for out of the drivers. Could have filled the third outside zone a little bit better. Inside clip looks nice. And then through here, Kyle just doesn't time it perfectly. But Mike Power, I mean, he's coming. This is it. This is the Mike Power, like you said, that we know. This is the guy that we saw do so well in Pro Spec. And we know it can happen. It's just getting your head in the right spot, making sure the car is dialed. And it looks like he's starting to fall into that pace.
That's good. This is a big confidence booster for him. We had a great Type S night lights last night at the shop. Larry Chen facilitated that, gave out some goods. It was a great time. Way to kick off Seattle. All right, here we go. Run 2. Mohan will lead Power, giving chase. Let's see what we got here from Mohan out front. And through the start chicane, no big deal for him. Here we go. That Mazda RX-8 again, the lone rotary here. Oh, now here we are. We're reversing the roll here. Power. He is high on the bank, but he needs that proximity. He is nowhere to be found. Going in the power alley. Power comes jetting out of the smoke. Again, no one more times in the seating bracket. No one more times. And there we are, finishing out the run. Almost tit for tat. I would say that Mohan was lower on the bank in the chase position, but they were in different zip codes, man. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I thought it was going.
Yeah, right, that angle was real weird.
That was really deceiving. That was like an MC Escher painting there.
All right, let's take a look here and see how this all transpired. So Mike Power getting a bit of a jump there. Totally allowed to do that. The chase driver is allowed to jump the light. And Kyle Mohan gets the car gripped up and starts to jet away. And what I really want to see, though, maybe when we get back on the replay, is did Kyle initiate by the 3-cone? Because it looked like he initiated possibly afterwards. And Mike initiating when he should have. I mean, if you take another 20 feet to get the car sideways, of course you're going to start to pull a gap on it. What I did like is that Mike didn't panic through this section, didn't freak out, didn't do anything super wild, was able to keep the car in drift. Now let's take a look here. So Mike initiates. Kyle just getting the car to angle by the 3-cone. So we could go back and forth with semantics whether or not the car was at angle, was it drifting at that point in time, but definitely initiated later than what Mike Power did, and that might have been the mistake that Mike made, was over-anticipating when Kyle was going to snap the car, and then from there it's just a battle to get back into the battle for Mike Power.
Two things. It wasn't Panic at the Disco, it was Panic at the Formula Drift.
Yeah.
And another thing is Swan says 21 Pilots, you will not be allowed on the stage to sing.
What?
Yep. So Swan just texted me.
Okay.
Mike Power looks like he will get the win. Mohan is still in game day, but Mike Power gets the win. Round of applause for him, the Type SS15. Congratulations. Matt Sopa there on the line, giving the finger guns for the boy. Talking about Mike Power. Yep. Are you upset about the 21 Pilots thing still?
I'm thinking about what to switch to. I might just do it down with the sickness with Disturbed and just change it up completely. I'll be that meme.
Wah!
Yeah, I'll be that guy.
Can you do a good wah?
I'm not going to right now.
Okay. All right. Well,
you're gonna have to wait for the next grid light.
You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Robert Thorne, Federico Sharifo. Our final battle of our K&N seating brackets, Grade 8. The Smetagard Racing BMW is really cool. Seeing Thorne drift. Nate Hamilton was racing, so it was like drifter gone racing, racer gone drifting at Grid Life. That was really cool. All right, Fiorella, Federico Sharifo, the Pennzoil Ferrari as Robert Thorne. Good angle from him. Robert Thorne, my gosh, that thing's on rails. Federico dropping way down on the bank. Thorne was like a simulation, dude. That was AI, man. Like, that was so settled and consistent. You saw no corrections from the front wheels. Jacob, pull your chin off the ground. He's drooling. He's gone comatose because that was such a solid, I mean, from our perspective, I was watching my naked eye, and then I looked at the screen. Let's run it back.
Yeah, wow.
Right?
I'm flabbergasted. I mean, Robert Thorne figured something out to that first outside zone and just dialed it. It's like he hit cruise control, took a quick little nap, and just let the car go through the first outside zone. Initiates at a good time, and look at this. You can watch his front wheel. You see a couple small corrections here and there, but like, he's really able to get that car all the way through. I mean, was it perfect? No, but just such a difference in the way we've seen him drive through that first outside zone all day today. So Robert able to adapt really quickly, and I mean, Fiorella and Federico Sharifo doing a pretty good job there in the chase. Could have been a lot tighter through these sections, but when you've got somebody just absolutely flying through that first outside zone, it's so difficult to keep the car in pace with them. But wow, Robert Thorne, man.
This is, again, the Widowmaker, man. This track will break you off. Here we go. Federico Sharifo. We'll see if he has friends in low places like Garth Brooks, Pat Gooden's favorite song, as Federico Sharifo, who was low places earlier on his first run, now coming into the second run. Federico giving Thorne an opportunity to catch him, maybe giving himself some distance as Fetty does drip that back left. He drops it. Fetty drop wop on that last back tire, but that's only one. Now into this last outside zone. Here goes Federico, and Thorne, you know, definitely a little more aggressive than Fetty was, but need him tighter. This is, again, I'll tell you what, top 16 is going to go bonkers tomorrow.
Yeah, it is going to be wild. So Federico grabs the e-brake pretty hard there to get the car sideways, and not a ton of angle and definitely a lower line here. And with all of that speed, that's what caused him to push a little bit wide through the second outside zone. I don't think he went 3 off, but still a pretty large mistake there from Fede, who knows Robert Thorne is fast because he just watched him, you know, be that fast. But the difference being that Federico Sharifo was much further down the bank than what Robert Thorne was. Now Thorne plays this smart, gives him some space, then starts to reel him in slowly. And yeah, Fede just pushing too wide to that zone. And you can see the FD and the event staff has put those markers up there to make it a little bit easier for the drivers to understand where the second outside zone is, because there's very little visible reference to be able to check and see where the car needs to be. But Fede looking quick. I mean, definitely looking quick. If he can get the car back up to the wall, he's going to be a menace.
Got to back up that Fiorella. Got to back that Ferrari up. You a fine Ferrari, won't you back that Ferrari up? Here we go. Robert Thorne gets the win. And Robert Thorne just rock solid on that lead run. That was just really, really well done. All right, we have 4 drivers quickly, just like that, into our K&N seating brackets.
Getting through it, man.
Yeah, we
Plenty of time for barbecue now.
Oh, my gosh. Where's that barbecue at?
Where's that barbecue?
Give me that barbecue. K&N seating bracket. K&N, the official performance air filter of Formula Drift.
I love how they're like all set up on the embankment there. You've got, you know, the road coming around with the cars all staged, and then you got a few sitting up top.
Yep. All right, our first battle of the Final Four, and just like that, D-Mads and Alec Robbins. So one of these guys going to the finals, Derek Madison from Illinois, St. Louis area. Had a great event out there just a few weeks ago, man.
Oop.
Here we go, Derek Madison. Ooh,
Maybe had a cone. Yeah, looked like D-Matt out front caught the lead cone there on the chicane.
Cone killer.
A little bit, just a little nudge.
Just a little boop.
Yep, little boop.
Little
boop of the snoop.
Got a little boop of the cone. Huh? Gonna restart the cars.
What I like about seating so much is that these drivers are getting all of this practice in. So Derek, who's had a rough season, and Alec, who hasn't had a stellar season, now getting a bit more time, and in the same window that they will see competition tomorrow, which is also really critical because the track should be a similar grip level as the temperature starts to change. And now we're starting to see the shadows play a little bit of an effect.
Here we go. Let's restart them. Re-rack them and track them. No cones were hurt in the making of this run. Derek Madison, the Fuel Lab S. Whoa, Robbins. He goes at it, but has to back off to see if that was something that Robbins did to himself or Madison choked him up maybe a little bit. Ooh, very shallow on outside zone two. Did not get out there. Madison looks like he's fighting the car. The car's really gripping up. You can see him trying to maneuver that thing around, but it just shoots straight. So absolutely to your point, Jacob, this is an opportunity to get more track time. This is essentially like a locked and loaded, you're ready to practice.
Yeah, and that's the best part of this. But, man, look at that initiation there from Alec Robbins in the chase. And unfortunately, it's not something that was useful in this case. But if he can snap that into a few other runs, it's going to be great. Now, Derek Madison, as Jared pointed out quite clearly, that car is tight. It is very grippy. You can see how hard he is trying to get the car to angle, to hold it at angle. When he comes off throttle, it settles in weird ways. So team-wise, they got to go back to the drawing board a little bit, loosen the car up, you know, make it easier to drive. There's no point in having it this difficult. You can see our overhead here where we're expecting drivers to stage up. So the chase car is able to go as far back as that line. The front of their car needs to line up with that far back line. Derek Madison on the right in the chase, but they can lead. He can be a little bit more forward. And our lead car right now, Alec Robbins, needs to be lined up there, as you can see. So little, you know, they're holding them a bit more accountable now.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Robbins now out front. Oh, look at him just giving it the gusto here into, again, that initiation. And Robbins just setting course, setting sail. No problem for him. Oh, just as I say that, look at Madison. He flies by that second outside zone. Now it tightens that front clip. This is what this the Reap Weapons 350Z driver, Alec Robbins, needs to do.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting, too? I'm looking down here. You know, we have our spotters tower up here, looking at Brandon Sorensen, Connor Shanahan. They're taking notes, not only of how the track is kind of being – what? What are you looking at? I'm calling you guys out.
Yeah.
What do you want from me, dude? I'm giving you a shout-out, okay? Connor, the drivers are looking at not only the course, but also the competitors.
Yeah, they're going to take a look. They're going to make sure. And, I mean, at the end of the day, they're still fans of drifting. So why not sit back, watch some of the best in the world go at it. Now, Alec Robbins here out in the lead. He's getting this car dialed. He's got to calm down just a touch there, pushing a bit wide on the second outside zone. Third outside zone looks great. I do like the way he navigates from the third to that inside clip, and then could be a little bit deeper there through the fourth outside zone. But Derek, I mean, he's got to, you know, get into those adjusters, give it a couple of clicks, loosen the car up a bit, and you're right there, buddy.
Yep.
But Alec Robbins, though, I mean, that snappy initiation on the first outside zone, able to keep the car handled well. He's getting better with each battle, which means that once he gets into tomorrow, he is going to be a bit of a force.
Would you say he's a Reap Weapon?
Ooh,
hey,
like that.
Hey, WMD. And I think this track suits Alec's style. He's a very aggressive out-of-the-gate driver.
Yeah.
So it's like the Ferrari roller coaster in Dubai. It's intense right out of the gate, and then you kind of come down from it. So you're going to launch and go into space, and then you kind of have to manage and really kind of tighten it up. And I think it does really fit Alec Robbins' style. And speaking of style, he's in. He's going to the finals. Alec Robbins in the Nissan Z gets the win. D-Mads, that Fuel Lab S15 is knocked out. So Robbins is going to the final. And again, we got D-Mads. Looks like, again, this is bragging rights, you know, so yeah, taking a look at that fourth.
No, he's seeded number 4, so
Seeded
he
number
could
4.
be taken third in this one just based on the seeding order. So
no trophies given here. This is, again, this is all seating brackets, where you sit. Mike Power, Robert Thorne. This will be good. By the way, dope metal name, Power Thorne.
Ooh, Power Thorn.
Jeez,
like it.
That's again, if they were a law firm, I'm hiring Power and Thorn.
Yeah, right.
Power and Thorn.
They're gonna win for sure.
They're gonna win, dude. Got Power and Thorn in your corner. Those guys.
Power and Thorn.
Those guys win.
Yeah.
That's all they do. Well, I mean, literally not, because one of these guys wins and the other guys lose. So technically no. But again, I'm hiring Power and Thorn. Your injury lawyers. Mike Power, Robert Thorn. Power will lead. A good run earlier against Kyle Mohan, got the victory, courtesy of some mistakes. So let's see what Power's got. And we saw how tight and right Robert Thorn was. Big angle there from Mike Power. And look at Thorn, he's back there. He needs to gain that proximity. Come on now. Get up there, outside zone 2. Bathing in smoke. Thorn gets nasty with it. Woo! Robert Thorn got absolutely just slingshotted through the smoke right to the side of Mike Power.
Dang.
Thorn was like, okay, I got you, bro. Right? I was like, you need the proximity. He's like, hold on, Jared, I got this. That dude just rocketed.
Yeah, say no more. Say no more.
Got a little sketchy, dude. Like, dude, you can't win in qualifying. You know what I mean? Like, save some for game day. Let's look at this again, Jacob.
Right, Mike Power up front, really dialing in these initiations. Nice and smooth. Gets out to the wall right here. Gets right into the wall. Tears off some of that car. Gets it a little bit unsettled. Right, this is where Robert Thorn goes, okay, let's see what we can do here. Mike Power throws a bunch of angle out to 2 and then dive. Whoa, backs it in. Man, nothing like throwing a backy in the chase. But wow, Robert Thorn just throwing caution to the wind to get back into the battle. Love it. Love it.
Dumps like a truck.
Oh.
What? Dude, he just backed that. I thought I heard beep, 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 because he just backed it in, dude. That was insane.
Check that man's CDL, because he's going wild out here.
Dude, that was so sick. All right, here we go. Thorn now out front. Mike Power in that chase position. Who's going against? Alec Robbins, the Reap Weapons Nissan Z in the finals. Man, we are making quick work of this. You know, unfortunately, drivers didn't make it. They're out. You know, again, hoping Hobson's good. Just you know, messaging with his team and his lady Sunny, and she says he's good. It's just in his best interest not to drive.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just rattled his cage.
Yeah.
Despite all his rage, he still just rattled his cage. Here we go. Robert Thorn out front. Mike Power in the chase position. Let's see what Thorn's got. Can he do it again? Yes. Yes, he can. Wow, Robert Thorn. Look at how just settled the car is. I think this track suits him pretty well as well. Ooh, shallow one outside zone 2. Oh, a lot of handbrake there. Outside zone 3.
I think he lost his blower belt. You can see it sitting at outside zone 3. I'm almost positive that's what happened there.
Outside?
Outside. It'll go away. It'll fade with time.
No, it's okay. I look, it's an acknowledgement of you. Like, don't ever
Acknowledgement
change
of the Canadian culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
Hi, Robbie.
What? You're nailing technology right now, Robbie. Here we go. Robert Thorn and Mike Power here. Watch this again.
Oh, man.
Thorn,
I would like to see some more angle. Look, we know you got the speed, and so much speed completely blows by the second outside zone. And you can see there just behind Mike Power, little itty bitty belt hanging out behind him, and fairly certain that was the blower belt. And that means, I mean, he's losing the majority of his horsepower right there. So, yeah, it's not how you want things to go, but that's the way things are.
Blower belts.
Yeah,
happens like the wind. Slide him left, slide him right. Looks like Mr. Miguel Power gets the victory. Michael Power. Power the babe.
What year is it? Alec Robbins going against Mike Power. This is like a bit of a throwback.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I like it.
This is cool. And again, just as a lot of the drivers got Rome Charpentier joining us here in the stands.
I see Simon Olsen kicking around. Who else? I can only spot so many. It's hard to tell from the back of the head.
I see you. I see this guy. All right, so our finals are set here for our seeding brackets, and it is Robbins versus Power, and that's going to be all she wrote for today. So it's
But hey, there's lots of time. Still hang out. Go, go check out all the booths. Check out the drivers. Lots to do.
Yeah, high five all the people, including 14 years old Hiro Manoa, making history in 14. Yeah. What are you doing here, 14?
Not this.
Not this. Hiro from Japan gets on the podium. So let's take a look back. Hiro Manoa, St. Louis, what an absolute ledge, making history in more ways than one. Let's take a deeper dive here on this icon now. Let's call it as youngest ever to win FD, Hiro Manoa. Welcome to the Crossroads. That's right, we are here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. This is round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship.
My name is Hiroya Minowa. I'm 14 years old. I'm from Japan. I came here to join the Formula Drift USA season.
Hiro came and test. I was really surprised because I never seen him drive in person. He's very smart. He listens. That's what makes him a really good driver.
The sun is setting, the lights are on, and let's meet our top 16 drivers here to fight tooth and nail and win here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
I think it's incredible how quickly some of these kids are learning to be able to compete at the highest level of drifting in the world.
Up next, go ahead and card him at the bar. They might look young, and he drives like one heck of a big boy. Hiro Manoa!
It'll be very interesting to see him out there in the competition field.
All right, Taylor Hull, Hiro Manoa. I mean, look at this, 10 wins of 14 matches. I mean, he won the first seeding bracket at round 1, his debut. And your winner here, 14 years old from Japan, Shinoya Manoa.
This is my first competition, so I'm so exciting, and I'm so honored to join this competition.
Wow, what a great way to wrap up our first ever seeding bracket.
Here we go in that second outside zone into there. Oh, and Manoa dives in.
The young guns, it's a very interesting approach because they either come in with absolutely no fear and just throwing it down no matter what, or they get a little intimidated by all the different cars and the fans and the people.
Now Hiro out front, no problem at all. That was very, very smooth. Whoa, Taylor Hull almost gets into contact with that 86. Now here he is fighting for a spot into the 8.
I'm curious to see how he responds to it, but I know he's a ripper, and so he'll be a fun one to watch.
Who's going to move on? The Grade 8 is settled. The Motorsport Torque Drift 2, the official game of Formula Drift. Dean, Shanahan, Hughes, Field, Odi Bakshis, Osbo, and then you got LZ and Hiro Manoa.
The US style is very, very different in Japanese style, so I tried the simulator.
Simulators, man, they play a major role in Hiro's in life and his driving.
I don't have experience at the US track, so I need to practice 10,000 laps.
The Grade 8 is on. Manoa, 14 years old, going against the internet superstar Adam LZ. And again, simulators playing a major role. We talked about those 10 wins in just 1 year. So here we go. Adam LZ out front, Manoa in the chase position. Adam LZ initiates in that Drift HQ BMW, Manoa in tow.
I'm so happy to drive with Jerian Racing Team.
Here we are, back at the one more time of Adam LZ and Hiro Manoa.
I feel so comfortable to drive every round.
Oh, buddy! Adam LZ gets up on the wall. Holy cow, got a backside 180, looking like a BMX trick. Let's make sure he's okay. Yeah, there we go. He was going for it, and Adam, that front right, grabbed a hold on that back left and just spun him up and then down, and then went up on the wall.
Yeah, no, I was just a little too aggressive. I caught my front tire on his rear tire. From there, it pulled me into the wall, and yeah, that's what happened.
And here comes the verdict. Didn't look like Manoa threw off Adam at all, and there it is. Hiro Manoa is going against Frederick Osbo.
Have you given Hiro any advice on what he can do to...
Yes, we work as a team, so we give him a lot of advice because we have a lot of experience here previously, so we're doing the best we can.
And here we are, our first battle of our Type S Final Four. I'll tell you what, Manoa all the respect to Frederick Osbo, but damn, he'd love to beat him.
Well, and right now for Frederick Osbo, just to stay in the race to win the championship, this is a must-win. But Hiro Manoa, you know, he is holding the reputation of Japanese drifting on his shoulders at a very young age right now.
Send it! Here we go. Frederick Osbo, Manoa, now going into that first outside zone. Now into that second outside zone, almost exceeds that line, and now Manoa looks like he's mimicking the angle. Well done by Manoa, and that's what he needs to do. So hopefully the Yank camp said, hey, get in there, respect, kind of bows down, but then goes for it.
I want him to win, but he's only 14 years old, right? So I want him to enjoy it this year, you know, experience what Formula Drift is about.
Who's going to the finals? Here we go, slider Manoa. Manoa gets the win!
Oh my God!
Hiro Manoa gets the win and is going to the finals. The youngest ever to podium in Formula Drift, and now is going against our current points leader.
We are watching history right now. This is the future of the sport right now, taking out a 3-time world champion, one of the most dominant drivers that has ever driven in Formula Drift or anywhere in the world.
I cannot believe these things because I'm in final and battle with James Dean. I cannot wait.
So Frederick Osbo locks in third place. 14-year-old Hiro Manoa is going for the win. He's in the finals. Unbelievable. And he's going against James the Machine Dean. These are the Type S finals.
So I'm a big fan for James Dean. My dad introduced the James Dean in 2017. So I want to tandem with James Dean.
1, 2, 3, let's send it! Here we go. James Machine Dean initiates into that first outside zone. Now transitioning into outside zone 2. Again, proximity, but James Dean, he sticks it to the wall, goes to outside zone 3. Manoa backing off, and then let's see the transition here, the final outside zone. James puts it right on the line. Manoa dives in.
It's especially hard in the chase because the smoke is almost thicker with the white lights, the floodlights from above, making the smoke seem more. It's always a challenge, but yeah, I think we're all up for it.
Let's send it! St. Louis and around the Formula Drift world. Hiro Manoa, that start chicane. We got a clean start. Let's see how he handles going to that first outside zone. James Dean sticks it to the door. Hiro Manoa very deep in outside zone 1. Good proximity by James Dean. Now coming to outside zone 2. There's James Dean. Oh, he looks like he hits that back left tail light. Hiro Manoa in the outside zone 3. Look at that. Absolutely spot on lead run from Hiro Manoa. Going to the last outside zone. Hiro Manoa, James Dean coming in, bringing it across the finish line. What a run by both drivers. And now, your winner unanimously here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, James the Machine Dean gets the victory unanimously. That means Hiro Manoa gets second place, the youngest ever to podium. And we are back. That's right, our finals are here. Mike Power, Alec Robbins, these two final drivers here for our K&N seating brackets. They're already in the quote-unquote show. Round 6, the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Here are our Link Engine Management finals. Link Engine Management, the official engine management of Formula Drift and sponsor of the Pro Spec Championship. Here we go. Mike Power will lead, Alec Robbins giving chase. Mike Power, you know, he needs that little extra sauce, and this is when he can throw it down, risk it for the biscuit, because this is, as you said, Jacob, good opportunity for him to really kind of put in his reps, right? Here we go, look at reap weapons. Oh, he comes out of it. He comes out of angle. Here we go, into that bank. Oh, dropping a tire. Robbins, wow. He absolutely slid out beyond the track. That would be an incomplete for him in the chase position. So even as aggressive as he was, it ended up biting him in the end. We saw how aggressive he was on the bank, and then to pour some more sugar on it, there we go, and it wasn't the sweet kind. It went beyond that outside zone 2, going off course. So Mike Power with a major advantage.
There's absolutely no reason not to just go wild on this run, and that's what I love from both of them. So take a look here at the initiation from Mike. I mean, great. And then Robbins right here, the closing speed, and then just gets the car at a drift there. If you would have held on to that, that would have been absolutely wild. But this is the thing, what you're facing right now in Mike Power is just a taste of how fast everybody is going to be tomorrow. So use some strategy, try some stuff out, do something a little bit different, go crazy, let your hair down,
go nuts,
have some fun, and try it, right? And that's what he did. That's what Alec Robbins did.
Your hair down, buddy.
I know.
Let a dog eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, let the big dog eat.
Let the dog eat. Get that thing off the leash, man. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Here we go. Alec Robbins will now lead Mike Power. Mike Power's going to try to pet that dog, talking about the side of that S15, all up in that Nissan Z's business. Let's see what Robbins has got for us out front. He's got the clean air. This is going to need to be one heck of a run. No one more times. So this is it. Set it and forget it. Remember, tomorrow is game day. Myself, Jared Deanna, Jacob Gens, Lorette Nickel will be joining us as well. But here we go. Who's going to get the victory here in our K&N seating brackets? Robbins' aggressive initiation. Power kind of rolls into it, but he's got the power, babe. The power of the hoodoo, the voodoo, power of the babe. Here we go into that power alley. Let's see what Robbins has got. He's got that major mistake. And I think looks like Mike Power kind of playing it safe, not an inactive chase, but give himself a lot of room. He knows he has a major advantage now. Going to that final outside zone, crossing the finish line. Looks like all signs are saying Mike Power.
I really like that Alec just pushed really hard. He is a driver that drives better when he knows he's behind the 8-ball a little bit, and that's what we saw here. Super fast, good initiation, gets into the wall, starts to really, really push that car as fast as he can. Now, it could have been a little bit deeper through that section. Mike Power trying to figure out what to do here as Alec Robbins just pushing as hard as he can. I love that Alec is on throttle the entire way around that and even going into the second outside zone. That is what the judges are looking for. So he's pushing as hard as he possibly can to get that kind of result, but is it going to be enough after a massive incomplete? It's going to be tough to say, but Alec Robbins showing signs of why he was so phenomenal back in the Pro 2 days, and Mike Power coming into his own. I mean, this is great to see that both of these drivers pushing this hard and really showing why they deserve to be here and what they're able to do.
And looks like third place is dictated by your seating position. Thorne was third, Madison fourth. So again, just bragging rights. And it looks like Mr. Robert Thorne will get third place here in our K&N seating brackets. But obviously, all right, so here comes Thorne joining him out there. Yo, dude, Thorne.
I know.
I'll tell you what, bro. Woo. I'll tell you what, man.
It's so cool to see with this seating bracket, like just a taste of what tomorrow is going to be like. And all three of these drivers have shown that they're able to progress, and with every lap they're able to get better and faster and crazier. So, man, tomorrow.
What, are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yo, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's leave. No, literally, let's leave and come back tomorrow, and then we'll watch, rinse, repeat.
We'll do it
Make
again.
some noise for our three finalists here, our podium finishers. K&N seating bracket. Robert Thorne gets third place in that ASM Hyperco BMW. Make some noise for Thorne. No need to take suit off. Stay suited and booted, dude. Absolutely dialed. Again, make some noise. Third place, K&N seating brackets. Robert Thorne. And now your winner of your K&N seating brackets, our Link Engine Management seating bracket finals. Your winner gets out on top. Make some noise. It's unanimous. Mr. Mike Power gets the win. Congratulations to Power. He gets the win. Alec Robbins, make some noise for him. Reap Weapons. He is a weapon. We'll see how he gets it done tomorrow. Second place, Mr. Alec Robbins gets second place. There it is. Mike Power, Alec Robbins, and Robert Thorne. Your K&N seating bracket, that's a wrap. Jacob, you're pumped.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. This track is menacing. Want Ben Hobson to get better, FYI, unfortunately. Again, what a crazy track. I love this event. This place is going to be packed. If you're planning on coming out here, buy your tickets like now because it's going to be sold out. Love you too, brother. Cranking some bush lights and having a beard. Hell yeah, brother. Jacob, your thoughts?
I'm just pumped. These drivers here are drivers that I know quite well, guys that I've kind of grown up with, so it's cool to see that. It just gets me pumped for tomorrow. I'm going to start building my bracket as soon as we're done here. Take a look. I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
It's a great event. Thank you, Jacob. Great job here. And again, for more insight, be sure to check out the Outer Zone podcast. I'm about to do a podcast right now, too, with Austin from Failure Podcast. I know you did one the other day, so we're actually going to do it right here on track.
Nice.
So, yeah, I might cry in front of some people right now. So, James Dean versus Forrest Wang out the gate. Look at this. Olsen Jones, Shanahan, and Mike Power. Forsberg and Castro, those guys were one-time teammates. Manoa and Federico Sharifo, the Battle of the Ryans. Who else we got here? LZ and Robert Thorne.
Yeah, that's going to be wild.
Oh, buddy. Battle of the BMWs. And, you know, how much track time does he have in that E36? And we just saw him throw it up. Mohan and Osbo.
He's got 12 laps.
Where's Odie at? Odie's going against?
Derek Madison.
Okay.
Derek, I mean, he's going to have to push hard tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of grip in that car. And a battle of S15s, you know, talk about a new car, a new build compared to a very tried and true second in points S15 of Odie Bakshi's. Amazing. Thank you to our judges, Reese Marin, Brian Eggert, Robbie Bashida Blade, Ocho Nishida. Thank you to Ryan Sage for just being Ryan Sage. Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you, Jared.
My pleasure, like Chick-fil-A. Close on Sunday. All right, we'll see you guys. We are out of here. We will see you tomorrow for game day here at round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. We are live back here local time. High noon, baby. High noon. The Ocho. Keeping it live. Full effect. Top 32, high noon, and then again, if you want to tune in just for 16, that's at 4:45 local time. I'm Jared Deenda. See you online. We'll see you next time. Send it, Formula Drift Nation.
Never go slow, water hard like a rhino. We gotta leave pronto. Your friends like Columbo. You be the judge like Ronco.